Welcome to a magical episode of the Codex podcast. As usual, I'm your host, Sonny Cougar, and joining me as usual are my co-hosts, Jamie Wojcik and Tim Morse.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's going on, everybody? It's been 2 weeks, so we're back.
Yeah.
Yes, we are back, and we are ready to finally review Doctor Strange / The Punisher, Magic Bullets. We have a lot of comic book news today, a lot of comic news. We had so much that we went over some of it on the pre-show.
Yep.
Like we talked about Batman 2 being announced at CinemaCon, Venom 3 getting greenlit, and we even talked about the Blu-ray release of the 1978 Doctor Strange.
And guys, if you guys don't get a chance to check out the pre-show, please do over at twitch.tv/Kodak Station.
Yeah,
check it out.
Absolutely.
It's worth it. Trust me. There's a lot of content on there, just like our YouTube, so go there too.
Yes, and I can say definitely today's pre-show is definitely one of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun today.
Yeah, Sonny's crying now. It's great.
No, just practicing my skills. So
don't
don't worry, I'm okay.
That's what we're chalking it up to, isn't there, Sonny Phoenix?
But yeah, speaking of Phoenix, speaking of Doctor Strange, we got to get to talking about the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness teaser where we saw the cure of Professor X, that yellow one that most of us know Professor X is having. And I'm excited about it. I'm sure you guys are too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. To me, my Illuminati.
Yeah, so I was looking into the Illuminati today too, Marvel's Illuminati. And
that is huge. It is huge fan service that they're doing, putting him in the yellow hover chair.
I kind of figured since they didn't do the Wolverine costume like everyone wanted, that this was the next best thing. And
I'm excited.
And there's been a lot more that has dropped, so I kind of wanted to fill in the gap there for you, Sonny, with the Mr. Fantastic and Black Bolt. If you haven't seen that yet, there was a leak.
Oh, another leak?
I haven't seen that yet. What are you telling me right now?
We got so much comic news. I was trying to get okay, make sure I know about what we're talking about.
So every day, do you want me to say? Do you want me to say what happens, or do you want me just to shut up right now before I keep going? It was a leak. It was.
Oh, I mean, is it going to be like at the ending?
No, not the ending.
Reed Richards.
It's literally like
Richards.
Yeah. Well, that'd be 2022. But
whoever
the point is
in the chat right now, if you don't want to hear the potential spoiler that is coming up, plug your ears
or don't look.
Mute the television.
Yeah, or the computer. 1, 2, 3. So, Sonny, what happened was they finally showed a still frame by frame, and there's that scene where you see the British shield hit the wall and bounce back.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Captain Carter, they show Black Bolt from the Inhumans, John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. He's got the 4. Wow. He's standing there, and there's some stills of him like stretching and everything else showing what he does. So we have that confirmation.
Okay, so it is the Illuminati then, yeah.
Yeah, so it's looking pretty good, bro. Oh, and protons in the background, but no one really cares about protons.
This would be the first time. Well, the Inhumans, they had a show, right? But
yeah, I got canceled.
In movies, though, the first time we'll see Black
Bolt. The Inhumans were so good, and then they had a horrible movie. Like no one wants to see that crap. So,
okay, spoilers over.
Yeah, spoilers over. People, you can earmuffs off.
Over.
No one's gonna hear this, but obviously, if they were got us on mute. Oh, thanks. Thank you for putting it in chat.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but speaking of spoilers in movies, there's one thing that I always love is montages and going back in the day. And Tim, I think you got some news for us there, bud.
I do. So the big news is, as far as the Flash movie goes, is that Ezra Miller is going to use the Speed Force do the Flashpoint thing that he does the best and hit up the Adam West Batman time era, Christopher Reeve Superman, and Linda Carter Wonder Woman in different portions of Flashpoint. So the big rumor is that it's going to offer archival footage of Adam West, Christopher Reeve, and Linda Carter as their respective characters, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and it will be used in The Flash. Now, that comes from TMZ, and they've been pretty right about a lot of things recently, so I think that's pretty solid. But there are different cuts of the movie out there, so things could always be switched up by Warner Brothers. And like I said before, it's going to be
Discovery.
Old footage. Yeah, Warner Discovery. It's going to all be old footage, and Barry Allen is basically going to hopscotch through the different superhero universes where he doesn't necessarily interact. Well, that's what they're using here.
He throws a chair instead of a rock.
Where he doesn't interact with them, but sees them in action. And since it's old footage being used, that basically means there won't be any CGI used to bring these actors, at least two of them that have passed away, bring them back in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, that's exciting. I think that'll be really cool. I want to see what he does in those universes, especially how he reacts to the 60s Adam West Batman. I want to see some dance moves. Yeah, absolutely. And I want to see him run with a bomb.
Well, if you watch Titans, you can get that kind of same dance moves because they pay homage to it in one of the episodes. But, you know, that's asking you to watch something. And I understand you guys don't like entertainment, I guess. So I'm surprised you even sitting down watching the Batman. Dear God, 3 hours of my life I'm never getting back.
But that's Batman. I'm overwhelmed with Batman everywhere, and I have to watch and read everything that DC puts out.
Yeah, but so with that, I was hoping you was at the beginning when you were talking about Ezra Miller. I thought you were gonna be like, "Oh, he finally dropped out of the Flash because he's screwed."
I was thinking it too. He might be done. There's still hope, Jamie.
He
still might be kicked out.
I want to see like the first 5 minutes of like him running away, and then the CW Barry Allen like running in. Like, what just happened?
Well, the big rumor that I have seen on separate places, Reddit and other news sources and things like that, DCEU leaks for anybody on Reddit that goes there. Go there. That's where I go to get a lot of my information. Things that they've been saying. The big rumor mill about that is that the current CEO of Warner Discovery is, after whatever DC does for their slate of movies, when all that's finished, they're talking about a complete and total reboot of everything.
Well, because you have a new Batman lead. Yeah. You can still keep some things the same. Do it like I have been saying this for years. If you have the Flash, do it like Flashpoint. Just have Barry screw something up in the timeline, and then now you got your new universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been saying that, so yeah, I could see that is happening, Jamie.
It is the easiest scapegoat you could possibly use. How are we not utilizing it?
Because,
and again, I can't speak for Warner or Discovery, but Discovery, hit me up. I got ideas if you hear me. Especially Green Lantern, I could definitely help you out there.
They need some help, especially with I think they need maybe the most help with casting. Ezra Miller, Amber Heard.
Yeah, they're not doing very well.
Heard, they time to pick out some better.
And if you use Flashpoint, you can replace Heard with Amelia Clark and make it everyone else's that they wanted at the beginning.
Make everybody happy.
Yeah, it's easy. Boom, done.
But do you know how to make people sad?
Yes, and that's talking about loss, and that's a horrible transition, but we're gonna do it anyways.
The transition I wanted to do 2 minutes ago.
I heard it in my head. I see in your eyes, and you're gonna be like, speaking of loss. No, but we did lose one of the greats, guys. We did lose Neal Adams. For some of you who don't know who it is, you get to check out our Green Arrow review that we just did. He was part of that Longbow Hunters.
That was Mike Gorell.
No, that's Mike Gorell. He was Green Lantern and Green Lantern. That run.
Yeah, Green Lantern, Green Arrow,
yeah, that run. My apologies. So you have that. You have his legendary Batman run, which I know for sure. Wasn't Batman and Robin, I swear. But yeah, it was a hit to the industry. We've lost a lot very quickly, and it's just not adding up to me. Like, there's too many of our favorite and childhood heroes going.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, he's done some of the most iconic covers in comic book history for DC especially, and
Mhm.
he's done his work for Marvel is top notch as well. So losing him is definitely a big blow to the industry as a whole.
Yeah, and he was also the co-creator of characters like John Stewart, Ra's al Ghul, and Man-Bat. It's like we were saying with Batman. Yeah,
It's
all
Reeve.
characters that are hugely relevant even today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except for John Stewart, you could throw him out. And
He's only going to get bigger once he makes it into the MCU,
Yeah.
the DCEU.
Yes, the MCU, absolutely.
Yeah. Hopefully he goes to the MCU and everyone's like, "Why are you here?" And then just like Star-Lord kills him.
Sorry, guys, wrong movie. Sorry.
Yeah. He just kind of like scoots out of frame.
See myself.
I got good ideas too, guys.
Yeah, you know how much money they're gonna lose in copyright problems and lawyers.
It's not about money. It's about entertainment and the passion.
Well, speaking of passion and loss, Sonny, there was another loss. Can you tell us what we're losing this time, bud?
Yes, we were talking about Fantastic Four, comics first family. They don't seem their comics are amazing, or were amazing, and they've been going on for many, many decades. But the movies just have a lot of bad luck, and their bad luck continues. They have just lost director John Watts. He's no longer doing the movie. He said he needed a break from superhero movies. He enjoyed his time doing the latest Spiderman movies, which he did a great job on.
Yeah.
And so it was big for Fantastic Four, and now they have just lost him. They seem to be on good terms. Even Kevin Feige said something nice. It's been a pleasure working with him. And even, Watts even said that he hopes the Fantastic Four movie turns out to be really good. So right. I haven't read anything about who the new director will be, but that's a big loss.
The best part about this is, and the saddest part about this is that the Galactus Cloud was the best thing they could have ever done. I'm lying.
In Bizarro World.
Yes, I'm lying. Tim looked like he was about to have a stroke.
It was happening. It was getting ready.
I should have kept going with it.
You got a few more grays with that.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. My hair just got a lot grayer.
Well, obviously it's not falling out, so you're doing better than Sonny.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I lost a couple of hairs. Thanks a lot, Jamie.
You're welcome. Wow. That's what I'm here for.
No, it's I think this is a good thing. John Watts leaving Fantastic Four. I think it's good because with everything that he put in for Spider-Man, what better way to stop superhero movies than to leave on that high of a note? Let somebody else come in and do Fantastic Four and put their spin on it and their take on it. And under the MCU umbrella, Sonny Kruger will do a fantastic job.
With the Fantastic Four.
I will.
Yeah,
maybe we'll even see John Stewart Green Lantern make that appearance in there.
That'd be wonderful.
I hope he stays there and they take that property. Just make him Nova Corp. Like, we brought you into the Nova Corp. Thank you, John Stewart. And I never see him again. But
John Stewart's like, guys, you guys in the Nova Corp, you're even tougher than the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah,
he would definitely.
But then they find out how he was the weakest link the entire time.
Oh my
God!
Do
a whole movie about it. He had no will to survive. But no, I think it's a good idea that, like you said, he left on this high note. He kind of can ride the sunset, having the best movie.
Yeah.
The problem is who's taking the reins after this. But I think if you're going to take the reins and give them to someone, I would give it to the Russo brothers, 110%.
Do you think they would come back for Fantastic Four though?
Yes, because that's going to probably be the next biggest movie ever.
Well, you're not wrong.
I hope so.
Well, if you do Galactus right, it literally would be the biggest movie ever.
And we know they can make him look good because of how they did the Celestials in Eternals.
Yeah, but think about it like this, though, real fast, and we'll kind of cut it off after here. Think about it like this. You had Thanos in Guardians of the Galaxy's end scene credit.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you can't, once you put Galactus as the main threat and an end scene credit in Fantastic Four, that's not going to be the biggest movie ever? Until you see Galactus and fight everybody?
All you got to do is see his power station power up and him standing right there.
And then Silver Surfer doing a little circle around his face.
Done.
Yeah, like I said, it would get everybody so excited. Way more excited than, Silver Surfer fighting a cloud.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just being honest. If it was me and they cast me as Silver Surfer, that'd be what I'd be doing, is just learning how to surf around his face the entire time, like a cloud.
Would you method act doing it?
Yes, I would, the entire time. And speaking of method actors, Tim,
John Bernthal calls out method actors specifically, saying, and I quote, "I don't see any benefit in that. This is from The Independent, and it was written by Tom Murray. And here's another quote from John Bernthal. Basically, what it says is, I guarantee you that making everybody call you by your character name and not showering for 8 months was not what Stanislavski had in mind with the method. And he is somebody that came up with method acting or made more sense out of it. Right. So basically, John Bernthal has become the latest star in a list of movie stars to decry method acting and the technique where a performer stays in character even after the cameras have stopped rolling. Wesley Snipes and Jared Leto are the first two that.
Oh, don't even get me started with Wesley
exactly.
Snipes.
Bernthal was discussing this when talking about a new HBO show that he's doing, and he was asked about it, whether the term method has been abused in the industry. And he said, absolutely. And that's why these conversations are difficult for him to do, because every actor has a process. Now, Bernthal studied at the Moscow Art Theater, so he guarantees that making everybody call you by your character name, like I said before, and not showering for 8 months was not what they had in mind with the method.
Right.
So yeah, so that makes sense. I mean, there's more to the article. You can go to The Independent and read it if you want to, but he's not the first person to call out method acting, and he won't be the last. So yeah.
Yeah. So Tim, in our chat, we were having a bit of a discussion, and we said, okay, I'm looking forward to talking about this. And then we happened to miss last week. But yeah, because I remember you were thinking it was more towards Jared Leto, and I think it's just more towards like all method acting in general.
Well, I think that the reason the topic of conversation is being brought up now is because of Jared Leto and his because he
inability to have people carry him.
Well, I mean, he publicly announces
to the bathroom
after every movie how method he got while he was doing it. Suicide Squad and Morbius and all that stuff. And I'm at the point where I just roll my eyes. I'm like, okay, so how method were you acting when you got your skull fractured and caved in American Psycho? Were you
I wish you was method
during that too?
Or a Fight Club.
Perfect.
Really punch me. Really just keep punching my face.
Exactly. Did you get punched in the face so bad that you had to go to the hospital? No, I don't think so, because your method acting only goes so far.
Yeah. When it becomes injuries and stuff like that, you draw a line. But if you need to carry me and I have to defecate in your hands,
oh my god.
Yeah, but method acting has been going on for a while. Like I said, now it is mostly known. Like when people say method acting, mostly Jared Leto, and even like we said, Wesley Snipes before.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, that guy believed he was every character and didn't even want to pay taxes on it. He's like, they don't have taxes in this universe.
Why should I have to pay taxes?
Prison, I'll be out of there in 30 minutes.
Yeah,
but yeah. Yeah, like I said, so it has been going on for a while. Like I said, Marlon Brando did it, Daniel Day-Lewis did. So we've had
Marlon Brando was the worst, though. Like Marlon.
Okay, first off, he was the worst of the best.
Yes. Did you learn your lines? No, I didn't even read the script. Then why are you here?
The cards.
Because
Robert had to wear.
It
wasn't even that. He had the what do you call it? He'd have someone speaking in his ear the lines to him, and he just repeat it back.
The whole time, yeah.
I do that. Yeah. Pay me that much. Hey, I'll put a headset on. You just tell me what my line is.
How much am I getting paid again? $15 million. Where's that earpiece?
Yeah.
There, right on. What do I say?
Whose hands am I defecating in?
Yeah, like I said, so method acting. I mean,
if you want to see Marlon,
I might have to get some method acting maybe one day.
If you want to see Marlon Brando at his best, method acting, The Island of Dr. Moreau. Go watch that. Yes.
But to be that is towards the end of his career, but yeah, they said even back in The Godfather, they did have Robert Duvall wearing a huge thing of his lines. And like I said, Dr. Moreau, he had the earpiece.
Yeah,
I've heard it though.
He was Jarrell, wasn't he?
He was Jarrell. Yeah.
And even in that, they did state that he didn't want to be a part of it. So he just came in, did his lines, and left. They even had like CGI him in it back then. It was impossible, but they figured it out.
And with Apocalypse Now, he method acted in that and scared the crap out of Martin Sheen. And that
explains a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, the Island of Dr. Moreau, they said, like, I've watched something before. We'll get back into topic, but they said it was like the story of the making of the movie. They say is way better than the actual movie. That it was insane. People were trying to get off the island. They were getting taken back from the airports, and it's a whole crazy story on that.
That whole movie is a dumpster fire. It's like one of the worst, best Hollywood produced movies ever made.
Speaking of craziness, Jamie, tell us about some crazy characters getting their own show.
Hell yeah. No, Kite Man gets his own series on HBO Max. This is spiraling, I want to say, because we're going out of circuit here. Spiraling out of Harley Quinn animated series. And I'm going to tell you, me and Tim talked about this a little bit beforehand. I am so excited for this because he made the show. And it was perfect. Like, he was the most underutilized character throughout of everything in Batman lore, and now he's the most predominant. That was the only good thing Tom King did, was bring him back in his run. And then they're like, let's add him to the animated series, and now he is like the king of, like, just, he's like the everyday man. Like, he's always either getting his heart broken or he's just going through something. He has a kite.
I have not watched Harley Quinn yet. It is on my list of things to watch, and I think I'm going to put a lot of effort into it after tonight's final episode of Moon Knight.
I think you need to put effort in a lot more other than that. But
that is very true.
Sonny, I'm not even going to get started with you. You haven't even seen like Spider-Man 2001 yet, so I gotta.
Spider-Man, I'm all caught up on. Some things I'm all caught up on.
You know, there's a new set series out, right? Like, it's with Tom Holland.
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, okay,
We did a whole episode on that.
Yeah, but you were like, I think I know, so I'm gonna piggyback off these guys. Yeah, Tom Holland was great when he went flip.
I would not want those spoilers. I'm like, that was the one. So the one that got me into the theaters again.
And then we're like, oh my god, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. He's like, yeah, they were in it too. And we're like, no, he wasn't. He's like, no, they weren't. And we're like, yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
Andrew Garfield and Mary Jane, it was fantastic. No, Sonny, it's the other way around, buddy. Oh, Tobey Maguire and Gwen Stacy.
There you go.
Perfect.
So proud of you.
Perfect. When the Rhino came back,
yeah,
it was amazing.
And then you had Topher Grace as Venom. It was a great time.
Oh yeah, can't wait for Venom 3 with Topher Grace reprising his role as Venom.
Who else is getting a movie, Sonny?
Oh, speaking of that, here's the character named El Muerto. He was a Spider-Man character, and
like in one page.
Yeah,
probably. El Muerto is getting his own movie.
It was his first appearance, last appearance.
Yeah, first appearance, last appearance, and now he's getting his own movie, and will be played by the rapper Bad Bunny. And the movie is set to come out January 12th, 2024. The only reason, I guess, Bad Bunny is like really known.
He's a WWE wrestler, isn't he? He's only on like 3 pay-per-views a year.
I guess because he's big in music. I'm a guy who likes my old rock and roll music.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not too familiar with what's popular now, but I guess Bad Bunny is really big in music, and he's appeared on wrestling before, more because he's big, and I guess he's put in his time. I mean,
a celebrity
in the Royal Rumble, basically a celebrity who every now and then has a match.
He's Logan Paul.
Yeah,
right on.
Okay, so pretty much like that. I mean, I can't blame him for saying, "Hey, I want to do wrestling, I want to do this." Hey, I would do the same thing too. But now they want him to play, or he's set to play El Muerto, and I guess it's the perfect casting because he's Hispanic. But the one thing is that El Muerto, the character, is Mexican from Mexico, whereas Bad Bunny is Puerto Rican. And the character, if you look up El Muerto, he is a big, strong, he looks like a wrestler.
Yeah, Bad Bunny's like this big.
Bad Bunny's a very thin guy. So for me, I don't think
he looks like Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
I don't know who Bad Bunny is. El Muerto.
Let's just put it this way. You don't want to know.
I had to look up El Muerto to see who he was and to make sure he was a Spider-Man villain. And I just have no desire for this. I don't know anything about it. If my kids are like, Dad, we should go see that. Okay, we'll go see it. If not, I'm not going to.
Is it because of Bad Bunny or Bugs Bunny, whatever his name is now?
If not, I'm not going to waste my free movie ticket a month to go see something I have no interest in.
Yeah, so it's set to come out January 2024. Maybe we'll learn more about the character within that time, but
he'll have his own 6-issue miniseries by then. So that way we can market him a little bit better.
Yeah.
El Muerto versus the universe.
Oh my God. Who is this guy?
Yes. But yeah, no, talking about, movies being made, let's talk about one that got canceled.
This one actually makes me very happy.
Me too.
And not because a movie got canceled, guys.
Me too.
It makes me very happy that this movie should not have been on the list of movies to make above other things.
Mm-mm.
So the Wonder Twins movie has officially been canceled.
And now I was crying earlier, guys.
I guess. 2 weeks
because his what do you call it? His background role got cut.
I was going to be right behind them.
Yeah, that was my breakout chance.
This is from Den of Geek by Lee Parham. And he states 2 weeks after the cast was announced, DC pulled the plug on their announced Wonder Twins movie. And basically just months after Warner Brothers Discovery announced that it would adapt the beloved Wonder Twins comic into a live action movie, the studio has put a halt on all production and canceling the project. And a show called The Hashtag Show reports that the crew was informed last week that the live action project will be scrapped even before production had begun. So yeah, there is that. It's something I'm happy about because I think that other characters deserve to have a movie before the Wonder Twins. Not to say that the Wonder Twins don't deserve to have a movie, but I think that there are other characters a little more popular than them that should be on the silver screen first.
I agree with you, Tim. Jamie, you're shaking your head. Who do you think?
No, what I'm saying is I'm happy that it got canceled. I'm not happy about the fact that Tim's saying there should be other people, because look at it like this. Marvel's got tiers. We got Miss Marvel coming out, and that's the most childish thing I've seen in a trailer since Scooby-Doo.
That is very true. And I'll say the same thing about Marvel movies and television shows as well.
Which I've never heard, but we'll go with it.
We've never had a chance to talk about it.
Yeah, we have.
Let's talk now.
Oh no, we got a time constraint. There's a lot of news to cover, so I'm gonna make this very quick. But no, it can appeal to a different audience, and that's what I want. We need that more kid audience. We need that, young adult in our realm. Everything in DC is so dark and brooding for most of it that you need a light. And I felt like when they announced it that this was going to be that light. Now it's not doing it because of the fact that to me, they screwed up when they started announcing cast members, because I was like, these two do not look like twins. Maybe we should get twins and bring them in and do it that way. Well, but, that's me thinking. Discovery, hit me up.
The only light as far as movies go for DC is Harley Quinn and Birds of Prey.
How is that light?
Well, I mean, it's lighter than
it's colorful, but it's not like young adult friendly.
Oh, I didn't say it was young adult. I just said
that's what I'm saying. That's the realm that we're trying to hit right now. And you're like, it's lighter. What, they added lighting?
Shazam is the only other one that
they had a gargoyle bite off a head of somebody.
That is very true.
Kids could handle that. Come on.
Yeah. If my kids can watch
you cried because Wonder Twins didn't happen. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to handle that, but no. But the point is that
another day in the life.
There should be more that are put on a pedestal that should be ahead. But the point is that it should be about where this fits and how. Like
from a marketing standpoint, it makes more sense to bring out Wonder Twins to target younger audiences.
And then bring out the next, I'm Batman. And then go back and be like, Wonder Twin powers activate, form of a puddle. And then
bucket of water.
Yeah. I'm a tiger. Rawr. And then go into whatever else we're doing next.
Oh my God.
Well, the Wonder Twins are no all-stars. But Jamie, tell us about some true all-stars.
Yes. So in June, let me just bring back because I lost it. So in June, all DC titles are going to have a tribute to George Perez. I'm ecstatic about this because the lineup for some of these issues, oh my God, guys, this is astounding. From Todd McFarlane, Alex Ross, Phil Jimenez, Daryl Banks. Jeez. Which, if you guys didn't get a chance to check out a one shot, and we'll have his interview back up here on YouTube very shortly.
Yeah, we're kind of friends with Daryl Banks now, so we're jealous.
Not to brag.
We know him. Yeah.
But we got Ivan Reyes, Gary Frank, Nicole Scott, Adam Hughes,
almighty,
Dan Gibbons, like the list, Dan Jurgens, Norm Rampont.
All the heavy hitters of DC that have been or currently
Joel Jones.
Jeez. Everybody.
Truly an all-star list of people.
Yeah. So and the funny thing is, most of these characters are second-rate characters for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
You characters like the Spectre, Trigon, Power Girl and Huntress, Pariah, and then you got some of the main ones: New Teen Titans, Deathstroke. We have the Justice Society of America, the Justice League, and Firestorm and Darkseid. But there's so much more.
Perez really has done it all. I mean, he's drawn every major character in DC Comics. He's drawn major events in DC. Absolutely. And in Marvel too, he's drawn every major
You look at 2 books and he's done every character.
Infinity Gauntlet and Crisis.
Infinity Gauntlets and Crisis. Every character was in those books and he got to draw all of them.
Yeah.
I'm very upset about that because of the fact that man had more freedom to do what he wanted than any artist does now.
Yeah.
And like to see that was the last stand of artists back then to me, because now everyone's like worried about don't get on my book, man, because I need this. And then they're like, can't use this character because he's in my book.
Right.
It's like, come on, dude, just give a different perspective to a different artist. Let him have a minute.
I can't have Superman fly through the air in this panel. Why not?
Can't have Spider-Man whipping behind the Fantastic Four. It doesn't make sense. But I mean, are you guys picking any of these up? Because I think I'm going to be broke in June.
Well, I mean, I'll have my regular pulls in June that'll have those, and any other ones that I see on the shelves at my local comic shop, I will grab. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I think that Todd McFarlane doing Trigun's going to look amazing. I'm just saying. Sorry, Sonny, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no problem. But before we move on to things, I wanted to say that George Perez's birthday is June 9th. And now I won't give it as a do you know. Do you know what else's birthday is June 9th?
Dexter.
Codex Podcast.
Tim, you're right.
I get a point.
Me and you were talking about Dexter earlier, so that's why I first went to.
Yeah, he's back in January, but yeah, the Codex Podcast, Jamie, we had our first episode June 9th.
Look at that.
Twitch,
did we release it, or did YouTube on June 9th,
Twitch.
or was it Twitch on June 9th?
It's June 9th. Yep. I have it in the calendar. It was Wednesday, June 9th. So this year, it's obviously a Thursday, but yeah, so it's pretty cool.
I'm
Codex
holding on to
Podcast
that
George
point
Perez.
to cash in whenever I need to.
No, you can't use that point. First off, I've done so many episodes since then. I can't even remember what happened in the third one.
I remember the first day, Jamie, like it was yesterday.
Yeah, you didn't even remember how to do a social post the other day, and I had to walk you through it.
That's besides the point. We're not talking about me.
There we are. You just were.
Well, I remember in episode 3, Jamie, that's when we did our annuals.
Yes, we did.
Silver Surfer and Red Hood and the Outlaws.
And it took Tim 7 months to get that done.
Yes.
Time is flying by.
But hey, talking about the Codex verse, let's move on to something a little bit more astonishing, spectacular,
amazing,
adjective that I can't even think of right now.
Sensational.
Sonny.
It is
that one too.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is delayed. Both versions. Part 1 was set to come out October 7th of this year. It is now delayed to June 2nd, 2023. And part 2 of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse it didn't have a release date yet. And now it's being pushed back, and it's saying that March 29th, 2024 will be the release date for that. Yeah. Looks like we're going to be waiting a long time before these come out. I really enjoyed Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And then like I said, now we're going to have to wait a lot longer before the sequels come out.
I'm okay with that because, I mean, if they need extra time to make this movie as awesome as the first, I can wait.
Yeah, and that's what they did with the first is it took like 3 years. Like 1 week took one fragment of a scene.
Yep.
So if that's the case, take your time on it. You made a masterpiece the first time, might as well make a masterpiece the next two. Two. Is that it? That's right. Okay. Comma somewhere in there.
Yes, like I said, it stinks like in a way to say, I gotta wait so long, but like I said, I'd rather wait longer and have the movie be even better. So
absolutely,
we'll keep you updated on that because, like I said, it's gonna be years before, and we'll have plenty of updates within the years.
Oh yeah.
And with that, we're talking about Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. We get it. We've gone across all of our comic news for the day, guys.
Shotgun style, absolutely.
And now on to our works, where Sonny's got a lot of information that we need to hear.
Okay, so it was my birthday last week. Even though we missed the episode, but on my birthday, I wanted to celebrate in one way, and it is releasing episode 1, the story version, episode 1 of my fan fiction of For the Man Who Has Everything, And then now episode 2 will be released this Friday. So each Friday I will be releasing an episode / chapter on Wattpad under Son of the Writer. And there's set to be a total of 4 episodes. So we got 3 to go.
Nice.
So really
I haven't read
that.
it yet, but I'm going to. It's on my list of things to read. So
good. It's quick reads. Yeah, it's not like my others. There's some stories that have a very long, each chapter is very long. This is a short one.
Nice.
How many pages does it come out to?
So on Wattpad, they don't really go by pages. It's more like paying attention to words. I think if you were to put it on a Google Doc, it would maybe be like 15, 16, something like that.
That's not
maybe
bad.
even less.
Yeah. No, because I know Wattpad's
short.
different, but I was saying from your perspective on your side, like what?
Yeah, like
what it
on
come
the
out to?
Google Docs, I think somewhere around 15, around that. And then now I can officially say that I'm an award-winning director and actor. So a series about a series, that show I'm always talking about that I work on, that you guys both worked on. We've all worked on this show. It is now an award-winning show.
I contributed my voice. I want my award and plaque by next week, or I write.
So
yes.
The Cozy Morning Podcast needs their plaque.
The Nika Media Film Awards announced the other day that a series about a series won Best Director, me, Best Actor, me. See my method acting, guys. And then the show itself.
I think it's the voices that won it all.
Right.
Series about a series itself won Best Comedy. So that one, that's for everybody. Whoever was involved, thank you. We all did it together. And now we can officially say it's an award-winning show.
Right.
Now I'm ready to move on to the next. So I'm filming the other episodes.
Well, I've seen. I was going to say I've seen some updates of you saying that you were getting ready to do episodes, or you've done casting already. Is that right?
Yes, casting's done. Even this weekend there was some filming done. Yeah. So filming is on the way. So I'm glad I got some. It's nice to get some recognition, some things. I like to say, you finally won this contest. I've been enjoying contests since I've been a writer, and it's many years ago. And to lose, I keep trying to finally say I win. But in all honesty, I'm just so excited to continue on. And
that's amazing.
That's great. I got it. Let's move on. Tomorrow is the podcast, which is now today, and I'll be filming more episodes. I'm glad about that. And now I'm excited to talk about more news from the Kodak station.
Yes, and we have actually a lot, but we're going to dumb it down to like 2 or 3 things for you, because obviously we're going to probably be talking a lot more next week when more news breaks. But we did have an addition to the Kodak's family, ladies and gentlemen, and the Kodak's team. If you guys have seen them before, plenty of times on After Dark, Tone Falcone did join us officially as a 3rd chair on After Dark this past weekend, and we could not be more than happy to have him on there.
Absolutely.
He brings a new element to this team that we've needed. And Tone, I know you're probably watching, or you're going to watch at some point and leave a comment. So thank you.
Dude,
to have you join us, man.
Yeah, absolutely. It has been something that Jamie and I have been discussing in the background for quite a while, but nothing ever went solid until last week when we were like, dude.
Yeah, I had to call him and be like, bro, just join. And it was like, are you sure? Yeah, let me talk to my wife. And then came back and he's like, I'm in.
Done. All right, good. So, yeah, you'll be seeing a lot more of Tone every Saturday night at 11 Eastern, 10 Central for Codex After Dark. So after you watch the latest episode of the podcast, go over and watch Codex After Dark and sit down and relax.
Which we are now, by the way, posting to our YouTube. Before it was going to be Twitch-centric. And now we're making those versions live to you guys. So you guys get a chance to see it and, get a new, different idea of what we kind of go through in our daily lives of comicness.
Absolutely.
Is that the word? It is now. So I'm going to add that to the dictionary, comicness.
Yeah. Yep. And I got to say, and if you guys haven't seen Tone, his comic collection is very impressive. He's the
most organized thing I've ever seen in my life.
I'm just hoping one day he pulls out and just shows us everything in his comic section, in his comic boxes, especially that X-Men one he has.
With the first episode he was on, Jamie, when I was commenting about his shirt, you're like, man, screw that shirt. What's going on in the background there?
Tim's over there like, hey, how's that shirt? And I'm like, dude, what?
Is that
oh God, yeah, that's Green Lantern. That's X-Men.
Let's talk about what's behind you, buddy.
Oh, speaking of Codex, and something that we never thought Jamie would ever say or have come out of his mouth before, I did enlighten both of my, team members here and letting them know that I started reading X-Men.
Oh,
Yes, so
yeah,
that's-
that's right. Tim, where do I
From
start?
the first one, yeah.
From the very first one with Slim Summers.
Well, Jamie, Sonny is the one to talk to about X-Men. He knows more than I do.
We'll see. But no, I'm on issue like 4 or 5 now.
Oh, right on. Cruising right along.
Yeah. And I'm trying to do like an issue a day. So
Yeah.
like, because obviously I have so much I got to read to keep on with this show, with our decoding panel stuff and editing processes.
You'll be reading about a year and a half.
Weekends I can kind of notch that up a little bit. Like right now, honestly, real quick. Honestly, right now I'm kind of doing some catching up on back issues that I haven't read from New 52 and everything else because I caught up with my current stuff. But yeah. But speaking of reviews and what's to come, there's been a couple changes. Tim, want to bring them up?
Well, Boom Thursday's reviews are going fast and going strong. We had
bug flew my.
We had guest
that
reviewer
boom hit you. That boom hit you.
Guest reviewer Kristen come on board to do a review for Boom Studios Dark Blood. They got a lot of traction in the comment section on YouTube.
A lot of attention.
So go check out.
Filtered out for us. Thank you again for that.
Absolutely. Go check out the review. It's a good review. She makes a lot of good points, and the comment section is equally as entertaining to read. So go ahead and read that as well. She'll have some more coming for us in the future, so stay tuned for that if that's something that you enjoyed. We've also got the one shot from David Hazan with Nottingham, the writer of Nottingham from Mad Cave. That was a lot of fun.
Yes.
So just sitting down and talking with him. Nottingham was a favorite of mine in the beginning of the year, and that was recommended to me by my comic shop. And getting to talk to him was like getting to talk to Jude Ellison, S. Doyle, and A.L. Kaplan with Maw for Boom Studios. That was absolutely amazing. So yeah, there will be more coming from David in the future. We
a very kind guy too. Like, David, thank you for everything, by the way. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Other reviews that are coming. We've got full YouTube reviews coming for this beauty right here,
which is something I would like to get into fast before we kind of get into that. We are going to be now doing reviews of the publisher. So we're still going to keep Boom Thursday centric. We'll still have that for them, but we'll still be covering Marvel, DC, Image, Mad Cave, anything we were reading that we think needs to be reviewed or we think needs to be told to the world. We're going to do now. And it's going to be either story arcs or mini series. So be ready for that. And I think I got my first one after today.
Right on. Another one I've got coming for you in the future is a book that I hadn't read in a while, and I got into it. Action 1042. So if you guys aren't reading Action Comics right now, really good. Artwork's really awesome, and the storyline is easy to get involved in. So definitely go check that out. I'll give a more extensive review on our YouTube channel sometime in the future.
Nice.
But yeah, lots of cool things coming up, guys. Dark Ages 5 is out right now. Dark Ages 6 is coming next week, and then the full story is coming the week after that. Breaking the Codes are coming fast and strong. All kinds of stuff, guys. If you're not following, liking, sharing, or subscribing, you are missing out on something really awesome.
Yes. Interesting. And do you know what else is interesting?
Do you know?
Is after our topic of the week.
Oh,
I know. I just want to know. Do you know what's next?
I lose my point I earned.
As you should. I said good day, my friend.
I said good day.
Good day.
But our topic of the week this week is, which team up would you like to see in comics across all publishers?
And as always, me with top 3 in no particular order. First we have, and I'm gonna butcher your name, so I'm sorry about this. And this all comes from Comic Character of the Day, guys. Great Facebook, great group, great community. Go check them out. Go join the group, join the revolution, or whatever they say. But we have Christopher Dalbum Larson says Miguel O'Hara and Terry McGinnis. So Batman Beyond and Spider-Man 2099.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, cool future.
Benjamin Fuentes III coming in with Blue Marvel and Icon. And then Christopher Rex Seco. I'm guessing that's how you say his name. Or Sicko. One of the two. I'm gonna go with Seco. Superman and Nexus.
Ooh.
Okay, it was interesting. There's so many interesting team ups you can do.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Sonny, you got any interesting team ups?
So thank you everybody for commenting. Yeah, for me, I said it was just maybe I probably finally made my decision about a minute or two ago. And my team up would be Marvel and DC, and I would pick Wolverine and Peacemaker.
That would be pretty interesting. Something else.
So you're basically making it Deadpool and Wolverine, but with John Cena.
But more with the character. And then remember, Peacemaker sometimes comes with when you do team ups, sometimes other characters go along with it, So if you have Wolverine and Peacemaker, you might see, some other characters as well. And like you said, it is the classic if you want Wolverine. They're both brutal. And they're both, no stranger to blood and killing. And we know Wolverine is serious, and he probably would bring up Deadpool, like, oh, this guy's just stupid as Deadpool. And then Peacemaker is, he truly thinks he's doing the right thing, but as one would say, most would say he's a douchebag. So, but he's a very funny character. I think the two would make a very interesting team.
Sonny, I'm going to piggyback off yours a little bit, but go kind of different. I would love to see the Amalgam Universe's Dark Claw team up with Batman and see how that plays out.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool.
Okay, well, I've got two. I would take the Green Lantern Corp and Nova Corp.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be my first
movie
one.
idea. What I was saying, but John Stewart and
who would they go against, Jamie?
I would say they would go against Sinestro, and let's go with the Watcher because Cosmic.
Ooh, okay.
They go against the Watcher. Oh.
Yeah. They're trying to stop him from another What If series. So that would be my one. Robin Hood from Nottingham and Green Arrow.
Dude, right on. Okay, I can see
them right by each other. Yep.
Yeah, and then
side by side.
The last one, I kind of had a third one that just came to my brain, but Homelander and Superman.
Wait, they'd be fighting a lot. It'd be hard to make them as
a
team. Yeah.
Forced to team up or having to fight?
Forced to team up.
Ooh.
That'd be interesting.
Like, it'd be like a lethal weapon with superpowers. I swear to it. Like this, like Superman's just like, this dude's crazy, and he's like, you want to see crazy?
Yeah, like when they're trying to kill people on Superman, constantly having to like, wait, I gotta get in the way and save them.
Stop shooting them with your lasers. Yeah. Like,
you cannot cut down this jet.
Yeah. Dear God, where's Wonder Woman when you need her? I mean, whatever her name is in your universe.
Yeah, all interesting team ups, and we'll have another topic of the week posted soon. And thank you everybody for commenting, and we'll have another one within the next few days.
Right on.
Now it's time for Do You Know?
But do you know that it is time for Do You Know?
I do now.
And do you know that I go first this time? I went for a point for Jamie.
Me, Tim.
Okay.
So what's the order again?
Jamie, me, Tim.
Save the best for last.
Well, I mean, if you're going back to me, yeah, like a reverse Uno card.
It's no, absolutely not.
So guys, we all know that Terry McGinnis is Batman Beyond. We love the animated series. We love the show. But in the comics, do you know which Robin took up the mantle as Batman Beyond when he was pushed into the future?
I'm going to go ahead, Sonny. You go with yours.
I'll say Dick Grayson.
I'm going to say Tim Drake.
Tim's got a point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was the new 52, which I just read through, which is going to be my review, which I was talking about earlier. I didn't want to say anything till after this, but at the end of Future's End, Terry McGinnis dies and Tim Drake is thrown into the future and he has to take out the mantle of Batman Beyond.
Very interesting. You learn something new every day.
Yes, you do. And knowing is half the battle.
Batman
Beyond. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean that out loud.
Well, guys, this one, speaking of things you guys didn't know. Muerto, that Marvel character, we know a character from Spider-Man. Do you know what year El Muerto made his first appearance in comic books?
No.
1994.
I'm going to go wild, and I'm going to say 1962.
Guys are both way off. A century off. So El Muerto first appeared in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 6 in 2006.
That was my next guess.
Yeah, I was only a couple hundred years off.
Okay, Tim.
All right. So, Sonny, you remember when we reviewed the Justice League, right? In Brave and
The answer is
number
the snapper.
28. That is not the answer I'm looking for. However, it is a good one, and I'll allow it.
Point. Yes.
No.
I said it first.
Do you know, Jamie and Sonny, what year did the Justice League debut in their own monthly title?
1962.
Jamie?
1973.
Sonny, you were close by 2 years. The answer is 1960. It was November of 1960. It is also the first appearance of Despero, and that was on the cover where he's playing chess with the Flash. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Close, but no cigar. Oh, snap. No cigar.
Darn it.
Okay. So far, Tim's winning. Obviously, we were gone for too long. Every time we're gone for too long, Tim usually wins.
I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and keep this train rolling.
2 out of the year isn't bad. So we're covering the Punisher today, and there's been a long lineage of great writers and some horrible ones, but great writers that have written the Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the current writer of the Punisher?
McKay? I have no idea.
Garth Ennis.
Both of you are wrong. It is actually Jason Aaron's.
See that? That was not my next guess. So
he's got the Avengers and a Punisher. Yeah, that would have been number 4. It was the 4th one down.
Okay, so there you go. Now,
all right.
Speaking of Punisher, let's move on to that guy behind Tim. That is Doctor Strange.
Muerto, right here.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, over here. Gotcha. Okay.
There we go. Guy doing the rock and roll sign.
Yes.
Which some countries have actually taken out and edited. Actually, they said that.
Yeah, because it wards off evil spirits.
Yeah, exactly, Tim. So
with my happiness,
you know what it is.
Oh, that's why they're editing it out so they can't be warded off.
Okay, so there was a time due to a Doctor Strange comic book that a singer tried to sue Marvel. Who was the singer?
And just to let everyone know, if you heard clicking, I was telling Kevin not to put any answers into the chat because he was throwing answers into the chat. You guys can
let me go look real quick to see what Kevin said.
Yeah. No, it was Marvel, and what singer sued him?
Yeah.
What singer tried to sue Marvel because of a cover of Doctor Strange?
Michael Jackson.
I'm gonna say David Bowie.
Singer was feminine, but not a man. The singer was a woman, and it was the singer Amy Grant. On the cover,
Amy Grant?
Yes, Amy Grant. On the cover of Doctor Strange number 15, there is an image that looks just like Amy Grant from her cover of Amy Grant, the collection, and she tried to sue because she says she's a devoted Christian, and she doesn't believe in magic or things like that. It was about vampires. It sounds like a very cool comic. I really want to check out the comic. But yeah, she tried to sue them for it.
What issue number was that again, good sir?
Doctor Strange number 15.
I'm going to look this up.
The Vampiric Verses.
Wow.
Part 2 of 5.
Doctor Strange number 15.
I don't trust Tim anymore now that he's got his phone. You can see the reflection in his glasses. Tim, your first point was taken away.
Nope, can't be taken away.
Again, we make the rules here.
Oh, I see. It's got that her face in the background, the red face. Is that right? The Vampiric Verses Part 2 of 5. That does not look anything like Amy Grant in any way, shape, or form.
So they said it was taken from her album Amy Grant, The Collection.
Which Sonny has. Can you show us in the background?
Yeah,
I actually don't have that one, but I will remember you.
Oh my God.
It's a song that I'm pretty sure is on that collection.
Wow.
Okay, but there we go.
Tim, you're up, I think.
Okay, I am, and I have got a doozy for you. So this is a true or false, so be prepared.
How is it a doozy if it's a 50-50?
Ooh, snap.
It's a doozy because
is it true and false?
It's true or false. You could go one way or the other.
But can you pick true and false? Because it's true and false.
Well, you can, but you won't get any points for it.
Oh, that's stupid. That's not a doozy then. That's just a straight answer.
True or false? Do DC and Marvel both own the rights to the word superhero?
False.
False.
You are both wrong. It is true. DC and Marvel both own the rights collectively. You can look it up, Jamie. Go for it.
No, because I'm trying to think because Image does too.
No, they do not. DC and Marvel both own the rights to the word superhero without the hyphen superhero. And they are the only two that are allowed to use it. And the copyright was done in 1979, and they recently renewed the copyright.
Dang.
Yep. Spawn is not called a superhero. The Youngbloods are not called superheroes.
Superheroes in my book, in my heart.
If any other company has used the word superhero, then it has to be in a different way, or they're not using it as like a trademark or a copyright.
Don't worry, I'll look this up after the fact because
go for it.
Point. And then when I do, we're gonna redirect and then have Tim take away a point because he didn't do enough research.
Absolutely not. I did a lot of research for this one.
All right, my turn.
Yes.
So we have the Multiverse of Madness coming out, and we're also reviewing a Doctor Strange book.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you guys is, guys, do you know that Doctor Strange has a wife, and she's also the Sorcerer Supreme? What is Doctor Strange's wife's name? Kevin, if you're in chat, shut up.
Cleo. Sonny's looking down today. He's not looking up. He's looking down.
Yeah. Well, we can see the reflection in your glasses.
I was gonna say Melina.
Okay, you said Melina, and then what'd you say, Tim?
Cleo, or whoever the new Sorcerer Supreme is.
You say Cleo?
Yeah.
All right, it's Clea.
I was close.
Doesn't matter. It is. This was a doozy.
Cleo sounds like a man.
Oh my God! Listen
Cleo
to you.
sounds like a dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up. That could be wrong.
Yeah. Kevin's in the chat saying. But no.
Okay.
Yeah. No. So yeah, you both got it wrong because it's a doozy.
On a technicality. Listen to you.
Yeah. I need to brushing up on my newer comics to see.
The only reason I know that is because I saw her on the cover of one the other day, and I was like, "Who is that?" Oh, that's Doctor Strange's wife. Oh, okay.
Yeah, obviously not Cleo.
Cleo.
Cleo,
my wife,
like Miss Cleo. Like Miss Cleo, like from for $37.99, I will read your palm live on TV.
How can you do that, Miss Cleo? I'm all the way on the other side of the country.
And you will pay $38.95 now.
Exactly.
This girl's amazing, guys. You gotta call her.
I wonder if that's where they got the name from. Wow.
Probably, and she just does one of these.
Wow.
Yeah.
With a Cristobalio.
You're on the phone right now. My gosh, how does she do it?
God almighty.
How does she know? But that brings up it's me. I went, right? It's your turn. We got two more. I have a chance to redeem or tie.
Yep.
Okay.
Right now, nobody's got any points. I'm the only one with a point.
Oh, dear God.
It's amazing. Let's keep it that way.
Speaking of amazing, The Batman was an amazing movie, right? We all enjoyed it. You know, one person we also enjoyed was Zoe Kravitz. I think she did great. A lot of people think she did great. But do you know but before The Batman, before she was playing Catwoman, do you know who Zoe Kravitz's father played in the movie Precious? Not joking. What about her father? Okay. Do you know who before playing Catwoman, do you know who Zoe Kravitz played in X-Men Origins?
Yes, I do, but I don't know the name of the character.
I just looked that up the other day because I didn't believe it was her.
Go ahead, Jamie. I don't know the name of the character, but I know what she looks like.
Most of us know what she looks like.
It's the girl with the insect wings and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know her name though.
Take a guess. Take a good guess.
Insectoid girl. I have no clue.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm
not going to say if you're wrong or not.
No. I'm pretty confident
no.
I am.
Just give me a second.
Is Kevin losing his mind?
Yes, he is. He's got his hand up, like he's in class.
Kevin, put your hand down.
Jamie, I'm looking at those eyes, Jamie.
Right here. They're right here. Look, fudge.
Yeah, Insectoid girl. I'm sticking with that.
I'm gonna go with Angel because wings.
The last name.
Me?
Yeah, because we know that Angel Angel who became Archangel. Do you know?
Oh, I forgot what the last name was. That's why I'm saying Angel. That's the only thing that's coming to mind.
The character Angel's last name?
So here's the thing.
Worthington.
Worthington, yeah.
Well, Angel, okay. So came in, man, very conflicted because
it's Angel something.
It's Angel Salvador. So that's, I'm like, you got the Angel.
I know, right? That's what I was trying to get. I'm trying to figure out the last name the entire time because I want to say Rodriguez for some reason, and it's not.
I'd give that to him, Sonny. He worked really hard to get Angel out.
Yeah, we'll say the Angel.
Well, Angel was always in my head. It was just the fact that,
like, point.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the last name. You're still not getting that point for earlier, Tim.
I guess I.
But no, but that last name was the thing that I couldn't, because it was like you think of Worthington and then you think of you're like, who is it? And then it's like Rodriguez. No, that's not right, but it's kind of in the same realm.
Close.
So I'll give you the point because I say Angel. Her first name is Angel.
I like how you stopped. You're like,
I sound like, yes, I would give a point.
Okay,
right on.
Thank you.
So, Sonny, you have a chance to step up on the stage with us and share a single point apiece.
I got the goose egg now.
Yeah, and I think you might be able to do it with this question here. So,
who won Best Actor in a series about a series?
That would be Tim Morse for his voiceover acting work in Code Z, the morning podcast.
That'd be Jamie. You spelled Jamie wrong.
Tim, yes, absolutely. So we all know Marvel Comics, the big, giant, super duper powerhouse that they are right now. Absolutely, Jamie. Who are they indeed? What was the original name of the company that eventually became Marvel Comics? Do you know?
Check my notes real quick now.
Yeah, right.
Look up, look down, look all around, and then give me an answer.
I'm trying to put it all together. I know it's like multiple things.
And no, Marvel Comics is not the answer.
Marvel Funny Shorts.
Marvel Funny Shorts, is that what you say?
Yeah.
Okay, Jamie, what do you got?
Timely.
Jamie, you are correct, sir, and you win today's Do You Know? So, yes, the answer is Timely Comics, and Timely was created in 1939.
Stan Lee started off as a runner.
Yeah, absolutely. He was a gopher.
And they gave him his position because they were going out of business anyways.
Yeah. Here's a bonus question for you. Do you know the name of the company after it changed from Timely to this name before Marvel Comics?
Wasn't it like Fawcett or something like that? No, that was DC. DC bought out Fawcett. Or I wasn't.
Yeah.
You have any idea?
Marvelous. I know there was another one in the middle.
So Timely started in 1939, and then in 1947, they changed the name to Magazine Management. And it didn't change again until 1961 with Marvel Comics.
Yeah, I was way off. I didn't know.
Jamie, congratulations, sir. You earned those points today.
I had an aneurysm live on Twitch because of that Angel And then, oh my goodness,
Kevin down below, you're killing me, Smalls.
dude. Kevin's Kevin's literally having a stroke right now. If you guys look at the chat, like.
Nick, welcome in just in time for Do You Know? Yeah, absolutely. We just finished and Jamie won. So
that was a come from behind victory.
It's a sad day.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best day.
It is a very sad day. Yeah?
Jamie never wins.
This is supposed to be a magical episode.
It is. Jamie
It's supposed to be
magically
magical. Okay. Well, then let's get out the bullets now.
How's it going, Nick? He was just saying hi. We're just saying hi to Nick. Everyone say hi to Nick. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Hello.
We'll edit that out later. Probably not, but I'm saying that now.
Okay. Well, now, Do You Know is in the books. It was a tragic run this episode. But now we move on to our review of Doctor Strange / The Punisher, Magic Bullets. Tim, I know you like to start us off with the credits. So will you do so, sir?
I would be more than happy to, Sonny. Absolutely. So while Jamie types away, credits for Doctor Strange / The Punisher Magic Bullets go to writing is John Barber. Artwork is Andrea Braccardo and Dominique Damo Stanton, if I read that right. Colors are to Andres Mosa and letters are to VC's Clayton Cowles.
Guys, I will get us started. Okay, so we know if you regular comic book wise, this is 4 issues. If you go on Marvel Unlimited app, it tells you that it's 8. So my reading experience is a bit different from Jamie's.
Yeah, okay, real fast, so we could go back just a bit. The day you called me, you're like, you told me this was 4 issues. This is 8. You're lying. I was like, because it's digital. When it came out digital, it was 8, but they put it in 4 issue for actual press. And that was just the funniest thing ever. You're like, I think I'm gonna need another week.
Need another one. And then last week we couldn't do it. You guys down. Now I'm glad that we're all feeling better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was down and out. I'm still hurting.
Well, something's apparently wrong with me since I got one of those goose eggs on our Do You Know this episode. Okay.
My brain don't work right.
Oh my God.
Now we move on to the review. So Doctor Strange, The Punisher, Magic Bullets. We start the story off. Both characters going out their normal lives. The Punisher dealing with mobsters, and after killing a bunch, he leaves one alive by the name of Bon Frisco. And Doctor Strange, we know that Doctor Strange doesn't have as much power anymore, and he's using an axe. And suddenly he gets an unwanted visitor, and it is the Punisher. And the Punisher is telling Doctor Strange, "Hey, I need help. You're gonna want to help with this. Who does he say? I think he said, if you won't help me, I'll go to Brother Voodoo." And I believe that's his name. And then Doctor Strange says, "Okay, I'll help you," and they agree. So they go. So there were these mobsters, right? Lucretia and Livio Fusilli, and they have gotten Prentice Mangrove to help them. They want to take over, right? They're mobsters. They want to take over this family and have the power. So Mangrove brings in a bunch of monsters, help them out, and he even turns the Fusilli the Fusilli siblings into monsters themselves with a lot of powers. So the Punisher and Doctor Strange go to stop them. We have a lot of action, a lot of violence, and they're going, and eventually, I don't want to go for detail, but as the Punisher and Doctor Strange are going at them, they see these monsters, and quickly most would think that, okay, the Punisher's just going to kill them, and he's the one who says, wait a minute, no, these are family, they're monsters, just because they were a different, something along the lines of, just because they were a different skin doesn't mean they're not people, they're still families, and they're caught in a crossfire. So that, definitely makes the Punisher take it to heart, because he said their family's caught in a crossfire, and that's how he lost his family. And we get that. So then they said, okay, we're going to help. We're going to take down Mangrove and the Fusillis. There's a lot of action. One thing I'd really like to is the team up of the Punisher and Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange has his humor, and the Punisher says supernatural nonsense or magic nonsense
the
whole time.
Like the most unlikely team up ever.
Yes, but a good one that I really enjoy. And then they said they got Bon Frisco, who is like this little weasel basically, and he's trying to get away, but they no, you don't think you're gonna get away. And the Punisher reminds him multiple times, "I'm still gonna get you. We're using it to help out, but I'm gonna come back and get you."
Yeah.
And then eventually one of the things they do use is that magic, that plane.
The ghost plane.
The ghost plane from the Phantom Eagle. And I liked the Phantom Eagle story. When they went over his, I was like, oh, wow, that's an interesting character. I like it. And it was interesting that the Punisher even ends up having to use the plane. And he's, he has a bit of a heart to heart with it. Like, come on, you helped this guy. And he and I were alike. We're both, we've lost family members and we're avenging them. And Mangrove turns out to not only be that Mangrove doesn't care to help out the facilities. He just wants to get his monsters take over. And he's also a racist.
Yes.
Did he make him at times? I'm like, oh, wow, this guy, he's a racist. He's like, wipe out, make things clean and whatever, all that nonsense. But for me, I don't want to give away the ending, but I thought that Doctor Strange, the Punisher, Magic Bullets was a story that was very fun. It had a lot of fun and it had a lot of heart. And I really enjoyed reading it. I thought the artwork was good. So maybe around 8. The story, like I said, it was fun and it can get everybody kind of involved in it, but it also had a lot of parts and it had heart, where I give that a 10. So for me, I give Doctor Strange / the Punisher, Magic Bullets a 9.1 out of 10.
0.1.
It was so good, he just didn't want to be a 9.
I give it an extra 0.1. So I really enjoyed it.
So wait, did you give the 8 for the art and then the 10 for the writing?
10 for the writing.
Okay.
And then the 0.1 just because I really like it.
Right on.
And I want to give it an extra 0.1.
The little
Jamie, since you chose this one, do you want me to go over mine first, or you want?
Yeah, go over yours, and then I'll be last, like we normally do. The person who picks the book is normally last.
Gotcha. Okay, so with Doctor Strange and the Punisher, Magic Bullets, I had a good time reading this, though it became frustrating for me at first because I wasn't aware it was a digital comic, but that went away really quick. And I really ended up enjoying the storyboarding of a motion digital comic. It made it very cinematic for me. And it made me more immersed into the story as it went on. So that was a part that I really enjoyed, that they did everything like that and you had to follow each panel. I enjoyed that a lot. The thing that I did not enjoy was the surprise switch of artists on like the second or third issue, and then they would go back and forth for the rest of the series. That pulls me out. That drove me bananas. I hated that. But it was interesting to see Doctor Strange without access to his spells or any of his powers and any of the Sorcerer Supreme type stuff. And it was very grounded, but completely in Doctor Strange's element alongside the Punisher. Like at first there was friction, but the more the series progressed, the more them two came together and really made a good team. The Punisher didn't stray too far from the norm, and he was our human element in the story. Both characters had equal time in the spotlight, but it was more of a Punisher story than I think it was a Doctor Strange story. Doctor Strange was a great supporting character, but I think the star of this miniseries was the Punisher. All in all, solid storytelling. Artwork was solid, but did not like the shift to another artist in the middle of the story. So artwork gets a 7 out of 10 from me, which is not a bad grade, guys. 7 is pretty solid. Yep. And writing gets a 7.5 out of 10. So an overall grade for me is a 7.25 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I had a good time reading it.
Okay. Well, real fast, I'm just going to say that if you did a little bit of research on why that issue flip kept happening, is because one was more towards when majority of the time went to Strange, and one was majority of the time that went to the Punisher. And I enjoyed that aspect, actually, because then you got two different sides of the same coin, but viewed in two different ways.
I've noticed other comic series are doing that more now.
Yeah. So like
when they,
so say it's like Batman, Superman, you get one perspective from the artist from Batman and the other perspective from the artist of Superman. So that way you always have that same feel and look, but in a different perspective.
Well,
and that's what they did here.
Yeah. I was unaware of that while that was going on, but it makes total sense now. So
right. So with that aspect, you guys already covered the book basically, which was great. With that aspect, my rating overall, writing, I give an 8. And with art, because of that little flip-flop, I give it 8.5. So my overall actually is 8.3.
8.3. Okay.
Okay.
This is the most wide range of grades we've had on a book, I think, since I've come on the show.
No.
I don't think it's been this wide because I'm at 7.25.
We
You're
had
at 8.3. Sonny's at 9.
No, we had one totally way out of the ordinary because remember we had that whole discussion about this is why we do this and we have opinions.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what issue it was though. I know, yeah, Jamie, I know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to remember the issue.
Was it Edge of Venomverse?
No, Venomverse. Me and you were okay with. Sonny was the only one that was different.
I'm trying to remember which one was it.
I'm looking.
Superman. I don't know. Let Jamie figure it out.
Exo Man of War, maybe.
Exo Man of War.
Yes.
Was it that?
Yes, because remember I hated that book and you gave it like a 7 or something.
I really liked it.
And he gave it like a 9.7. I gave it like a 4.
Okay, so Doctor Strange and Punisher Magic Bullets falls right in line with how completely different our opinions are, just like with Exo Man of War #1. That's interesting.
But one thing I would say is that we all did enjoy this, whereas Jamie, you said you didn't enjoy Exo Man of War. Yes. We all did enjoy this.
We all found aspects of it that we enjoyed. Where
that
one, aside from making fun of Sonny trying to frolic through some leaves with a wizard, casting spells, Harry. That's the only thing that I came to have enjoyment out of.
Well, that's great though, because like the completely different range of numbers that we all gave it, but we still found great enjoyment out of this series. Like all of us came out of this series really enjoying what we read.
Right.
That's
one part
cool.
Before I get on to my next pick, I really liked in the story was one part Doctor Strange gave Punisher like the wand and the chains.
This ain't one like
work.
you get.
And he just breaks it and stabs it. Hey, got to use it in some way. I'm like, that's a good team up. That's good.
What do you say? There. This wand doesn't pick you.
Yeah, it's not like other things where the wand picks you.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right.
Great
good
time.
Deal. Yeah, absolutely.
Good times. Okay.
What's our next choice?
Now it'll be me with the next choice. We've been talking about this comic for many months now. We've all been collecting it. We've all been reading it. I think it's time we finally do an official review of the whole story.
Dark Ages.
3 of us together. And Jamie, you are correct. I
didn't even know. I guessed because this is the first time Sonny actually got a whole issue while it was coming out.
Yeah, so you guys probably knew, but it's going to be Dark Ages, the full story, 1 through 6.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, issues 1 through 5 are on decoding panels right now, so there's no excuse for you to not be a part of that conversation next week.
And next Tuesday, episode 6 will be up, so that way you guys can have the full story yourselves and tell us what you think while we're reviewing it.
There you go. Sonny, that's a great choice, man. I've got a lot to say about Dark Ages.
And now we don't have to do a decoding panel.
Yeah, because it's already done.
There you go. So
less work for Jamie.
I got a little bit of magic from me to you guys.
Right on. I'll take
a little bit of me
time
for you.
Put it in my pocket.
See, I saved you guys with some magic spells and magic potions. Save you some time.
You're a wizard, Sonny. Are you Hufflepuff?
Gryffindor.
You look like a Hufflepuff.
Are you Hufflepuff? What?
You look like a Hufflepuff. I'm a Slytherin.
I would be a Hufflepuff.
I think technically I'd be considered a mudblood.
Would you?
Mixed.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Maybe one episode we'll put on the sorting hat and figure it out.
Get on our brooms. Play some Quidditch.
Sonny's the only one that owns a Kickstart broom.
Oh, my God.
You hear it. He just takes off.
Bye, Sonny.
And then there's Arlick holding on Heartskin.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we gotta make some more. All right, but guys, it's been quite a magical episode. I mean, some crazy things. We went through a lot of notes, a lot of news.
A lot of notes. Yeah, we did.
Yeah. A lot of notes, a lot of
I saw the notes. I saw the news and I was like, that's a lot of notes.
Yeah. A lot of news, a lot of notes. What crazy do you know? And we finally got that review in. But it was overall a good episode. I'm glad we are back. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody next week on an episode of the Codex Podcast. I'll let you guys finish this up.
And guys, as always, be kind to one another out there. You never know what anyone's going through. Even a smile can change your perspective of someone's day or their whole time. And guys, keep track with us. We're definitely putting out a lot of content for you guys. Obviously, some of it's a surprise, like yesterday for some, which was Tuesday. This will probably be airing on Sunday on YouTube. So if you're seeing that then, you know why. So yeah, check us out. Our TikToks are going up almost daily again. Jump in Discord, talk with us. Most people are, or they're trying to get to our extended warranty, like the one dude was trying for Tim this morning. Which he still hasn't reached out, by the way. So, guys, yeah, as always, I will see you guys in the next one.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we are trying to get to 50 followers here on Twitch. So let your friends, let your family know to come over here and follow us on Twitch. We are at 82 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you all very much for your subscribings over there. And we're trying to get to the big 100. So please help us do that. You can find us on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, right here on Twitch, over on YouTube, on TikTok, and on our shiny Discord, where people hunt me down and find me from years and years before. All you got to do is type in the Codex Station, and that is where you will find us. Let everybody know that if they are not a part of this conversation, they need to be. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tim. This wonderful guy over here is Jamie, and down below is the host with the most, Sonny Kruger. This is the Codex Podcast. We are the Codex Station, and we will see you next time.